Can you smell the
100%.
rich and the fake rich?
Yes.
What's the difference between people who are actually rich and those who are acting like they're rich?
People who are actually rich, like you rich, they're not concerned about impressing you.
Interesting.
They are apex predators. They do not worry about what you think about them.
Wow.
It is the guy that you see walking into a 3 Michelin star restaurant in a quiet, normal looking outfit, sweater vest situation, eats his meal, leaves a 50% tip because they can. That's true wealth. Then you got the wannabe wealth that goes to that same restaurant, dripped out in a designer label, making a scene. Why isn't this water sparkling? This is still, I don't like that. No. Like, just, really, really new to the experience. And then leaves it 10.
Who's really broke though? Who's really broke? Yo, they got us hoodwinked out here. I don't want to hear one more rap song about how I'm broke because I don't wear designer. No.
And I don't want to be friends with no bitch that's faking their lifestyle, no bitch acting like they got it and they're really broke as fuck. Girl, we got our 20s, we got our 30s, we are kids. We do not have to do all of that. You can't be my...
You ever notice how everyone looks rich online now? Every scroll, every story, every post is designer bags, the luxury cars, and the soft life aesthetics. But the truth, we're living in an age of luxury poverty, where the carpet doesn't financially match the drapes. We traded peace for perception, reality for the illusion of success, and we've built a world where being seen as wealthy matters more than actually being free. Like, let's talk about it, all right? Hey, Rych Babes, it's Rob Milan, and welcome back to the channel. Let's get right into this video. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share, and I'll be back at the end to really break down the psychology behind the luxury poverty, all right?
People must forget we know them in real life. Like, it's no way you getting on the internet acting like something that you know, and you know people who follow you know that you not like that, or you don't have that in real fucking life. Like, and what killed me the most is when a flawed ass bitch get on the internet acting like she the realest bitch ever. Bitch, you're the fakest bitch ever in real life. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It be killing me because it be like, weird bitch is this, weird bitch is that. You are the weird bitch. And then when a motherfucker get on the internet acting like they just got it and got it. Bitch, you were just asking for $25 last week. How the fuck you flexing $100K or $1,000 there? 2 days later. What? On cat, motherfuckers ain't having it like me. In real life, you broke as hell. Like, what? It just be crazy how you could be a whole different person on the internet. Like, that shit is...
I feel like so many people on the internet act fake rich. And it really irks me just because it just creates this idea, especially here on social media, that you're supposed to have and supposed to be at a certain point, even when those people that are pretending aren't even at that point. For example, this is stemming from, I just got this car and it's a Mazda, and I'm so proud of this car. I worked hard for it. I was able to put a lot of money down on it, and I said that it was my dream car. And although like every single comment has been so sweet, congratulating me, people saying that Mazda is their dream car, there were a few comments and some that I deleted because that were like, really, a Mazda is your dream car? A Mazda? And I'm like, yeah, a Mazda. I'm very mindful with my coins. What? Also, I do very well for myself, but I'm living within what I have at the moment. A new Mazda car is incredible to be able to afford to get myself. What are we even talking about? I feel like people, and of course they're burner accounts, and I'm like, the people that are commenting that, do you even have $1,000 in your bank account? Do you even have the credit score to get the car? You know what I mean? Like, it's things like that where like people just pretend to be fake rich. It's the weirdest thing that happens on the internet. Granted, there are some real rich bitches out here, period, but I feel like they don't give off that energy. They're just rich and they just do their thing. I feel like it's always the fake rich people that just do too much. You know what I mean? Another example is that I want a Coach bag. Like, there's a specific Coach bag. I'm actually getting her tonight because Coach is hosting an exclusive event with me and my friends. Anyway, it's part of their new fall collection, and I was thinking to myself, like, oh my God, it's expensive. It's $600. Like, I personally have not spent $600 on a bag ever. This would be my most expensive bag purchase so far. I get my purses from Burlington, from Aldo. Like, I remember a time before I feel like Coach became like popular again, when people would kind of be like, Coach, and like, Coach. Yeah, Coach is not cheap. Like, what are we even talking about? Michael Kors, Coach, Kate Spade, these bags are not like cheap bags. Like, I don't know where, I just, granted, I obviously know there's way more expensive bags. Like, that's probably where that comparison came from. And then people like to downgrade something when it seems like more accessible. So because more people can afford a Coach bag versus like a Birkin or a Prada bag, then now it's like, because it's accessible, right? Regardless, this bag, the bag that I'm getting, can be someone's dream bag. This Mazda can be someone's dream car. Like, I am very fortunate to be able to afford these things, all while being able to afford them, doing what I love every single day as my job. So it's like people will try their hardest to bring you down when they see that you are thriving and you're excited about something. No matter how big or no matter how small your goal is or how small someone else thinks it is, if it's big to you, then it's a big deal, okay?
As a young girl growing up, my mom would always say to me, never be jealous of anyone's success or anyone's wealth because you don't know what they're doing to get their money. And I love how I've seen that play out in the media this week. And I love that. I just absolutely love that, because I feel like it's a lesson that some people have not yet learned. And I feel like this would teach them that. So this week, 2 people have been like literally in trouble with the law for that exact same thing, right? For like making money in criminal ways. So one of them is the previous star of Basketball Wives that you would like. I remember seeing her back when I was like into Basketball Wives, and I would look at her and she'd be wearing the best clothes, the best outfits, the most designer things. And like, that girl has been scamming. I know she's going to jail for 4 years. And the other one is that guy that is on that radio station with DJ NV or whatever his name is, that was literally doing a whole real estate pyramid scheme. And the funny thing is that like, you see young people looking up to these people, and you just see people in general looking up to them and like envying their lifestyles and envying the things that they have and thinking, oh my God, this luxury lifestyle is so amazing. Babe, that luxury lifestyle is not sustainable unless you come from like old money or you have like generational wealth. That luxury lifestyle is not sustainable, because like your cash outflows are never going to match your cash inflows. No one is making that much money, especially those people on reality TV. They're not making enough money to be funding the type of luxury lifestyles that they pretend to live on TV or on radio or whatever, or on social media. There is not enough money to fund there's not enough money coming in to fund the luxury lifestyles that you see people pretending to live on the media, in the media. Like, I don't know if it's because I have a background in finance and I'm also like a lawyer, but like, the math is never matting. Like, it never does. It really never does. And like, these people come on TV or on social media and flaunt these fake lifestyles that they cannot afford. And the IRS and the fucking FBI is literally watching them like, I know the math is not matting. Like, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. Half of them are going to jail. Half of them are going to jail.
It's just me, but I feel like the whole aesthetically pleasing phase on social media is just so fake. Like, majority of y'all are faking y'all lifestyle. And I get it, fake it until you make it. But the truth of the matter is that people like to see that. That's what they click on. They want to see people, like rich people driving luxury cars, nice bags, living in the big houses, living in the big high rises. Just like driving in like rich neighborhoods with really big houses and stuff. You drive by because you want to know. You want to, you want to imagine yourself living in a big house one day. It's inspiration, really. And some people have a lot of followers based off the rich girl or rich boy aesthetic. That's their personality. That's their, that's their content. They got to keep it up. That's how they make their money. But I do agree with her. Not everybody is rich. A lot of the people, they selling y'all a dream. Do not believe everything y'all see. There was a woman on here on TikTok. She sells like
foreign cars, really nice cars. And she said a lot of people were wasting her time. She'll bring out the car in the front so they can test drive it. And they already have cameras and lights just already recording when she come around the corner. She was like, she know the content game. They should have just called and told her that before they got there. And she, she's for it too. But they be lying. That's why you see people going to the designer stores and they taking pictures with the shoes on. They taking pictures with the bag on. And then once the camera's cut off, they put the purse back up there. They never did buy it. They put the shoes back on the shelf because they never did buy them. Some people don't have to sell that perfect look, that perfect image. If they're very educational, people going to listen to them. If you're really good at keeping engagement, you don't have to worry about your background looking perfect. You can have stuff in the background. You don't have to get on here, with your hair and your makeup on. Look at me, I'm in a bed with a bonnet on. You don't have to do all that. You have some people who are really funny. They get on here. They do skits. They don't be worried about the aesthetic. They don't care about none of that because they know y'all there just to look at them and what they're doing. They're making y'all laugh. And other people's jobs is to keep up that rich aesthetic. But some of these people are really rich. They make a lot of money just doing social media by itself. But I said all that to say this. If you are looking at these people and you get insecure, it's discouraging you from trying to be a content creator. It's discouraging you from posting because you feel like your picture or your video don't look as good as them. I'm here to let y'all know, post the content, post the pictures. Don't fall into this trap and thinking all these people are rich. These folks are not rich. Some of them are, but not all of them. So if you're a kid and you're looking at these videos and you think you have to live up to that, you don't have to. You work at your own pace. Eventually you'll get there. Just like those folks that worked hard to get where they're at, you have to do the same thing. Don't ever get discouraged. Let's not forget, some people be doing stuff on the side for money. Some people be scamming. Some people, you remember people doing the PPP loans? We thought they had it, baby. They were doing PPP loans. They were getting locked up, right? Believe half of what y'all see on here. You have to be happy with what y'all got and stop trying to compare y'all lives to everybody else.
I'm not naming no names, but I wish you guys knew how easy it is to fake being wealthy for the internet here in LA. A lot of those big money guys and your favorite creators don't live where you think they live. So up the street from here, we have this $100 million mansion that costs $90 an hour to rent out. A lot of creators rent that space once a week, film their content, and make it look like they live there. Rent a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, $99 an hour. It gets crazier because most people in LA have a following. Because to be a model or an actor, there's a lot of casting calls you can't go to unless you have a following. What used to happen is when you got with an agency, they would dump you a bunch of bots. Now most people realize how that damages an account, but the metrics are still there. And since most people don't know how to do that, they end up buying followers, likes, comments, shares, everything. So they can go to casting calls and keep their agency. There's even more because there's agency funded houses out here. Anyone who's part of that agency can go film there and make it look like they live there. And they encourage you to do this because it looks better for the internet. But there's even more because we also have designer rental services. It's between $300 and $800 a month, and you get bags, shoes, sunglasses, clothing, anything you need, all designer. Just wear it, get your pictures, and then send it back. As long as you didn't ruin it, you don't have to pay for it. You can fully construct a lifestyle out here of wealth. And that's part of the reason we're starting to get a bunch of influencer debt resolution companies now. Like, you don't need to feel bad about yourself. Just wear the 10-cent shirt from the thrift store. Nobody cares, I promise you. Build your content around something else. You don't have to look rich to be a creator.
So get your popcorn, girl, because we're going to be here for a minute, right? So the psychology behind the luxury poverty. Let's start here. Like, this isn't just financial, it is psychological. Like, we've been conditioned to perform for the algorithm. If you didn't post it, it didn't happen. Like, like that's the social contract now. You have to have a moment of pure joy, pure peace. But unless it was recorded and shared, it's like it never happened. And that's the pressure. And that pressure unwired our entire sense of self-worth. See, social media doesn't reward contentment. It rewards comparison. Like, we've been taught that our value is measured in the visibility, not in the peace. Like, every like is love and every comment is confirmation. But you know what's so wild about this? When your confidence depends on attention, you'll go broke mentally, emotionally, mentally and financially, trying to maintain it all. Because luxury poverty is when you buy things to feel worthy. It's when you measure success by aesthetics, not assets. It's when you have the look, but not the leverage. And you can definitely fake a handbag, but you cannot fake the peace, girl. Okay? And let's talk about these numbers.
I owe $30,000 worth of credit card debt at 24 years old. This is my credit card debt breakdown. I currently have 5 different credit card accounts that I need to pay off. The first one, which is the least amount of debt that I owe, would be my Freedom Unlimited card, in which I owe $1,649.99. My Capital One card, I owe $4,388.83. On my Best Buy account, I owe $6,210. On my Chase credit card, I owe $6,856. Last but not least, Discover. This is the one that I owe the most on, and it is $10,952. That brings me to a total of $30,057.68. I've looked into filing for bankruptcy, but I don't think that that's the best route for me at this time. I think that I won't qualify for Chapter 7, and I also don't think that Chapter 13 would be the best option either. There's no other option for me other than just finding other ways to make money and paying this off as soon as possible. I'm turning 25 soon, and my goal is to become debt-free and just be more smart with my money. Honestly, just never get myself back into this position.
In America right now, the average person has over $7,000 in credit card debt. But go scroll online. You'll think everyone is sitting front row seat to the fashion week. Like, there are people financing luxury bags and cars they cannot afford just for the validation. People paying monthly notes on their image. Like, people are renting Airbnbs for the content trips, right? Like, what's going on? Like, we've entered a generation where the appearance of wealth is more valuable than wealth itself, because visibility sells. You post a perfect lifestyle and people assume that you're successful. But what they don't see is the anxiety, the debt, the maxed out credit cards, right? There are influencers with 1 million followers who can't even sell a $10 ebook.
Just because you have a large audience, just because you have a large following, does not mean you'll be able to actually convert that audience, okay? So there's actually an influencer, and she went like super viral, but not for the right reasons. Back in 2019, she wanted to monetize her platform. She had like 2 million followers. She wanted to find a way to monetize, so she launched a t-shirt business. Now, for the vendor that she was using, she had to have a minimum order of 36 t-shirts in order for them to actually, produce the shirts. Do you guys know that when she launched her t-shirt line to her audience of 2 million, she was not even able to meet that 36 t-shirt minimum to get them printed, okay? And I tell this story all the time because it shows that you can have a 1 million, 2 million, 100,000 people following you, but that does not mean that you're able to build a business. And so it's very, very important that when you are building up your audience and your platform, you're doing so in a way that's going to set you up for success in the long run.
Like, there are celebrities we thought were so rich who have admitted that they were broke behind the scenes, okay? Like, let's talk about Taraji. We love her, okay? The award-winning actress, a household name. You think that she's living a full abundance, but she said it herself. After paying the agents, the managers, the taxes, right, the stylists, those $1 million checks turned into middle-class reality.
I hear people go, "You work a lot." Well, have to. The math ain't mathing. And when you start working a lot, you have a team. Big bills come with what we do. We don't do this alone. The fact that we're up, there's a whole entire team behind us. They have to get paid. So when you hear someone saying, "Oh, such and such made $10 million," no, that's not that didn't make it to their account. Know that off the top, Uncle Sam is getting 50%. That's right. Okay? So do the math. Now we have 5 million. Your team is getting 30% or whatever your team is off of what you grossed. Sometimes not more. After what Uncle Sam took. Now do the math. So I'm
tired.
I'm only human, and it seems every time I do something and I break another glass ceiling, when it's time to renegotiate, I'm at the bottom again, like I never did what I just did, and I'm just tired.
Same with Fantasia. She lost everything before she learned to manage her money. All right.
Do you think it's easier being a celebrity, having access to maybe chefs and cooks and money to be able to buy the things you need?
No, because I'm regular. I don't like the whole celebrity thing.
Yeah, but you have more money than we have, Fantasia.
You don't know that.
Okay.
A lot of artists that you see, they look like they have it. And we smile and we come out and we put on a good show. But in real life, some of them are struggling. And we don't have it. I'm just now building myself back up. I lost everything twice. So I cook my own food. I don't need no chef. I'm from North Carolina.
Then we got B. Simone talking about some, it's my finances, girl.
It's my finances. Like, the budgeting, you see how I am. Nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's
like you can be wealthy on paper, but bankrupt in peace, because real wealth isn't about what you make. It is about what you keep and how you feel while you're keeping it. A debt-free woman is richer than half of Instagram. A woman who sleeps peacefully at night, wealthier than the ones flying private for validation. Okay, I'm not done cooking yet. The social and the cultural trap. Like, let's be real. This illusion of luxury didn't start with us. It was sold to us. Every soft life influencer, every brand, every algorithm is teaching women that if your life doesn't look expensive, it must not be meaningful. But there's a difference between elegance, okay, and escapism, between peace and pretending, okay? Like, we've been hypnotized by the highlight reels. We chase the aesthetics that belong to people who are often drowning in debt behind the camera. Like, luxury poverty is a silent epidemic because it hides behind the filters. It looks so glamorous, but it feels so exhausting. It's the burnout of consistently trying to prove that you're okay while secretly fighting to stay afloat.
I've been faking the luxury lifestyle for 2 years, and I'm $1.2 million in debt trying to be an Instagram influencer.
Lord. Jesus.
I thought I could become one of those successful lifestyle bloggers, so I started financing everything. A Range Rover, designer handbags, first-class flights, expensive dinners at trendy restaurants. I'd post about my entrepreneur life and living my dreams, but really I was just racking up credit card debt. I have 17 maxed out cards, personal loans. I even borrowed against my 401k. I was spending $25,000 a month on this fake lifestyle while making maybe $3,000 from sponsored posts.
Your budget was unrealistic.
Totally unrealistic. I kept telling myself I just needed to invest in my image and eventually brands would pay me big money. I've got this $90,000 Range Rover payment. I'm renting designer clothes I can't afford, staying in expensive hotels for content. My 50,000 followers think I'm this successful businesswoman, but I'm living in my parents' basement and can't even afford groceries.
Yeah, sell it.
But Dave, what about my brand? If I suddenly start posting from a Honda Civic and shopping at Target, won't I lose all my followers? I'm finally starting to get some traction with brands. I made $80,000 last year total. What if being authentic ruins everything I've built?
You can rebuild with those numbers, kiddo. You can do a lot of things over 5 years with those numbers, but you got to get this monkey off your back, and it's a freaking gorilla.
And the sad part is, the people we're trying to impress don't even like us. They don't even like us enough to even pray for us. Like, let's be real. And I'm almost done, but let's talk about the feminine disconnect. All right, we're going to talk about the women, right? Because luxury poverty hits us differently. Like, we've been told to chase the soft life, but skip the chapter on financial strategy. We learn how to pose with the champagne, right? But not how to invest it. We learn how to manifest money, but not not how to actually manage it. And somehow along the way, self-care becomes spend care. Retail therapy replaced the real healing. But here's the truth. You can't be soft if you're stressed. You can't be at peace if you're pretending. You can't build wealth if you're buying to impress. True feminine freedom isn't found in Dior. It's found in the discipline. It's not about the price tag. It's about the power to say no. Luxury poverty is when your energy says glow up, but your bank account says girl, sit the fuck down. Okay? Lynn, I'm gonna say this with love, and I'm gonna hold your hand, girl. Like, because I've been there trying to look successful while literally hiding, fighting the bills, stressed out, burnt the fuck out. Okay? Burnt the fuck out. Okay, I'm gonna say that boldly. Like, that's not ambition. Like, that's not abundance. That's survival dressed in Chanel. Like, and I'm telling you, rich babe, freedom looks better on you than any luxury brand ever could. All right, and here's the real definition of wealth. Like, let's redefine wealth right now. All right, wealth is peace. Wealth is a choice. Wealth is not needing permission to rest. It's the ability to walk away from chaos because your stability doesn't depend on anyone's validation. It's knowing you can turn off your phone and your income still flows, baby. Okay, that's what I teach in the champagne room. How to build real digital wealth that doesn't depend on pretending. Like, we actually use sales psychology, AI tools, and business systems to help women like you build freedom that feels good and also pays good, okay? Because pretending to be rich for the likes is so expensive. But becoming rich in peace, that is priceless, okay? Like, not everyone is going to get rich overnight, all right? A lot of times people have spent years upon years getting to where they are today, okay? Like, when you understand money psychology, when you know how to sell with confidence, automate with clarity, and create systems that earn for you, you stop pretending for the algorithm and start performing for your future. And that's the real true luxury. Time, peace, and control. Yes, we want the money because the money equals the freedom, girl. I totally understand. But listen, here's my final thoughts. Luxury poverty is the disease of our generation. Like, we crave validation more than values. We chase attention more than the assets. But listen, you cannot fake stability. You can't Photoshop peace. You cannot perform freedom. You have to build it. So here's your reminder. The richest women aren't the loudest. They're the quiet ones, stacking peacefully, right? Building systems and minding their own damn business. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to produce something that brings you peace. Because at the end of the day, peace is the new product. Freedom is the new flex. And wealth is quiet, girl. Get that money quietly, stack that bag. You ain't got to prove shit to nobody but yourself. I'm going to see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Until next time, rich babes, stay rich. Love you.